Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Hussam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Hussam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Professional streamer, by the way, 4 years. 4 years been doing this. Anyway, make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Keep getting stuck in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. We are here. And this is your 5 p.m. Wednesday podcast on your favorite one. Do not use the code Hussam because I hooked you guys up. Use the code Hussam15 because you guys have a 15% off discount code for the next 3 days. I know a lot of you guys celebrate the new year. You celebrate all these things, Christmas, whatnot. So you guys, you get me? 15% off. This is only going to be running for 3-4 days. But anyway, we're here. And joining us today is man like Kwesi. How are you doing, Kwes?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. My brother Hussam. This feels like I'm walking into a Champions League dressing room right now. That's how it feels, man. So I feel good, man. I'm happy. I'm excited. Our teams are back in winning form as well. So the pressure feels a little bit better right now in this part of the season. I can't lie.
Big up, big up, big up. Fair enough. How are you doing, Wolfie? You good?
Yeah, man. All good. Oh, I got a game tonight, and soon. Ask me after it. Ask me after it. Are we going to give Wolves their first win?
No way, swear to God, if you give Wolves their first win, I swear.
Yeah, you better pray we do, bro. You got them coming up. You got them coming up, yeah?
I swear there's a Wolves fan in my chat already. I love YouTube, man. I love YouTube. How you doing, Ash? City win 5-4 yesterday. You're on mute. See, both experienced on mute.
I'm not as experienced as you, so stop. That was embarrassing.
Your mic is not connected.
It is connected.
No, it's not. You're speaking through the laptop. Yep.
Sorry. Don't compare me to you. This guy, by the way, I thought my headphones were not working. I was about to come. I was like, oh, man, did I not connect the headphones? And he's going like, and then I see the comments, and I'm like, yeah, there, yeah. The professional 65,000 or 67,000 subscriber, Hussam, cannot even get.
He's gonna gaslight. He's gonna gaslight.
When are you gonna upgrade your background, man?
I'm just Hussam from Jordan with a microphone and a camera. You get me? I'm just a humble guy. Make sure guys are using code Hussam15 for 15% off. 500 people locked in already. Like the video, subscribe, and let's just get this party started and speak about.
Let me upgrade my background as Wolfie
said. Wait, how you got 15? I've only got 8.
15 what?
Percent.
Habibi, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is the Next 3 days only. Only humbles for the next 3. Only runs for the next 3 days. So I want to start off by talking about the title race. I want to speak about Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester City. Those 3 clubs together. And Quest, I want to start off with you. I don't know if you saw the City game yesterday. What do you make of Manchester City, and do you think they can challenge Arsenal this season?
Hey, listen. I'm going to be so real with you from the start of the season. I said it's City's title, and I'm not going to stop saying that just yet because I did watch the game and I thought, my gosh, if they let me down, because I'm not going to lie, I was in the group chats talking about, I was taking a mick out of Arsenal fans saying, you lot said City will never challenge and blah, 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 all of this, right? And then as the third goal went in, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to flog Pep if he gets me in trouble, right? So I was panicking, I'm not going to lie. But then they got the result. So I just feel like for me, it's one of those situations where they're not in their best form right now. They're struggling a bit, but I think they're doing what City does. They're getting on the charge. This is December, and with if anybody that's Nigerian or Ghanaian, anybody that's African knows the way City go on. It's like dirty December. Yeah, they're ready to show up and get the party started, and it looks like they're carrying good form into December. So for me personally, I think it's them to win it. They did definitely look ropey, but I thought me personally, I think they've looked defensively ropey for at least 2 years. Actually, the last title they won, I remember early on in the season, there was a game where Ake ran into the post. And I remember just telling all my boys that I'm not sure about this City team. Then they went and won the fourth, and I was like, okay, I gotta eat my own words. But I'm not gonna lie, I think it's between City and Arsenal. I think if Arsenal drop points today, it could be long. It could be very, very long. But I will say that everything matters come Feb. Yeah, if you're still there within 3-4 points come Feb, cool. Same for Chelsea, same for anybody else that might be there.
No. Now you're not gonna sit on the fence when it comes to Chelsea. Now you're gonna say no. Before Ashraf and Wolf even speak, no, you're a Chelsea fan. Are you in this conversation as well?
Listen, man, I'm a semantics guy, so I think we're title contenders. As in, if this was the WBO, we're somewhere ranked in there, yeah. So if the champion decides at some point he wants to scrap, and we've been training and we're there, then yeah, we can have a fight. But are we challengers? Like, are we next up? Is the federation going to make us fight them? No, we're not there yet. And my personal opinion is, if we come fourth, third, above, I'll be ecstatic with a domestic cup. I will. Hopefully it's the FA. Yeah, I'll take that. But we're contenders. But again, we have to be there come Feb. If we're not there in December, no way. And no one can even ask that of Chelsea, because before the season started, people were laughing at Chelsea. People were saying that we've got all these Happy Meal cups and whatever they tried to say, yeah? Now, when we stuck it on Arsenal, yeah, people want to say, oh, well, like I said the other day, a point away at the bridge. No. This was not the narrative a week and a half ago, yeah? So for me, this is just confirmation that we're working in the right direction, and hopefully we can be there. But I don't want to say more than that.
Do you all get an email? Like, anyone who's on YouTube and is a Chelsea fan, do you all get an email? Like, this week's narrative is, we must say this, that, and the other. Honestly, man, like, it's a different face but the same mouth with whatever Chelsea fan you sit with. Seriously, it's the same thing. You say everyone was bantering Chelsea in the summer. I actually think you're more of a joke now. You just said after you batted up Arsenal, you didn't beat them.
Wolfie.
Bro, seriously, Chelsea fans are like doing my head in. I'm not gonna lie.
I might have to start calling you puppy, son. Cause the way you're moving is no bark, no bite. I'm not feeling that energy whatsoever, bro.
That's fine. But if you're gonna do that, then change your emblem from a lion to a cub.
Why?
Because you ain't no lion.
We're third, bro.
You're third. Would you be happy to finish third?
Yeah. Are you crazy? We finished fourth last season. The season before we finished sixth. Yeah, but you see, I don't do this. That's for you guys, jesters and performers. You do the whole gimmick. Yeah, you won't give us credit for battering PSG, but when we do it, you want to say, you won the Mickey. Listen, pick one.
No. I'm doing the opposite. I'm saying you beat PSG and became champions of the world.
You're damn right.
Why is it so scary for you guys to say champions of England?
Because at the end of the day, yeah, you can win a tournament.
You're down playing champions of the world, not me now.
No, I just think you can win a tournament and then you can go to your league and know that 38 games is more than 5, 6, 7, or 8.
But you're the one who just brought up battering PSG.
We did. Of the world. We absolutely moved to them like they owed us money. No, that's absolutely true. But I am also not going to discredit teams like Arsenal and Man City who have shown peak consistency for the last 2 or 3 years. Those teams are way beyond us. Same with Liverpool.
Well, Man City were consistent last year.
Well, they dropped off a little bit. Yeah, sure. But at the same time,
a little bit. 1 win in 13, man. That's more than a little.
Hey, listen, if you want to go toe to toe with them, you can. I'm just saying, yeah, they're there now.
I haven't spent 2 billion, bro.
But you ain't got 2 billion. My
owner has more than 2 billion.
Listen, your owners.
He just hasn't brought a bunch of kids, bro. You know
Your
what I'm saying? Michael
your
Jackson.
owners in WhatsApp chats with your managers, yeah, posting him as the group chat picture, saying, "I want this guy out." You can't even talk about funds because all your funds are getting. Let me not. I don't want to get sued. Yeah, just know your club is in dire straits right now.
Wait, aren't
You're
you the
lifeline.
ones who self-confessed to crimes a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, we were
Handed
being
yourself
honest.
in. You actually went to the police station.
We were being
Hands
honest.
out like this, in cuffs, and cuff me. Cuff me.
No, we were
We're
being
criminals.
honest. We were being honest. We were being
Oh,
honest.
good.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is free Morgan Gibbs White, bro. Free him. Free him, bro. Free him.
Take him. Take him. I don't
Free him.
mind.
And Elliot Anderson
What
as well.
have you
Free
worked
him,
with
bro.
Wolfie before?
Never, but I'm familiar with this game. I actually love this guy, you know.
But you know that Wolfie don't even like Gibbs White, right? Like he would sell him.
Oh, he
tomorrow.
hates him.
I
Yeah,
hate
he
him.
can't stand him.
And here I was thinking you knew ball, man.
I don't hate him,
No,
I don't
bro,
rate
he
him.
can't stand Gibbs White. He was actually the only Forest fan in the summer who was like, "Please get him gone, bro." He
Yeah,
literally
it's
said,
not to
"He's
Spurs.
the old," and I was actually shocked about it. But like, he's legitimately someone who can't stand Gibbs White at all. He can't
Wow.
stand the guy.
Whoa,
Wait,
it's
why
not-
is-
not
why is-
standing him as a little of over? I don't rate him and hype him up like others do.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I think he's decent, to be honest with you. I don't think he's the finished article, but I think in terms of his like his ability to get forward, get on the ball, link up play in the final third, I think he's a top player. Like if Spurs had signed him, they wouldn't be having half the trouble.
Like,
they're
he's
having
better
now.
than Javi Simmons. I'm not gonna go that right. I hear that. I hear that.
so-
But anyway, you spent 2 billion and you still can't
Yeah.
say. Yeah, you're not even. I'm not even asking you to say win it. I'm saying
Yeah.
title race. You're saying you did the whole boxing analogy. You're there just
Yeah.
with your phone in your hand, waiting for it to ring.
Of
See
course.
if you're gonna get a purse. That's
Of
it.
course. Because sometimes the way you spend money is more important than spending the money in the first place. At the end of the day,
Why do you lot celebrate transfer profits so much? I see you celebrating that more than trophies.
hey, not me, brother. I'm a trophy
Well,
man.
you're on here as the Chelsea rep. You hold the smoke for. Oh, what Chelsea?
Oh, is that how it works?
That's how,
Okay.
boys. That's how it works.
Oh, I don't know. But me personally, all I would say is listen, if we spent 2 billion on your Osimhen's, your, I don't know who else, anyone in that kind of category as a top performer in the prime peak of their performance years, then yeah, sure. Give criticism for spending 2 bill. But I don't want to take arguments back. You see, Wolf, we've moved on. Yeah, we've moved on from those things. Let's focus on the now.
Quest, can I tell you? Can you just genuine like something like I'm being legit here? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when it comes to this conversation, it's not really our fault what you've decided to spend your money
Correct.
on.
For sure.
Like that's my thing. Like if we say Chelsea spent 2 billion, whether you spent it on Wirtz, Isak, Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia, and Gibbs White, or you spent it on Gittins and Garnacho, that's a you problem, brother. That's not my problem.
Sure.
We can legitimately still say you spent that much money because you did.
Mm.
Like you did spend that much money. So that's my thing. Like you have spent that much money, and like nothing will change that, in my opinion. Like nothing will change that. And just because you spent it on youth players, I don't think that's something that like I don't think that's something that should be considered because it's not like that's not a decision we made. You get
Yeah.
me? Like
Yeah.
your football club made that decision to spend that money on Gittins and Garnacho and blah blah blah. We never said that you should do that.
Very
So,
true.
I'm gonna criticize you for how much money you spent. I'm not gonna criticize you for it's youth players, so it's okay. Because guess what? Wirtz is young, Kerkez is young, Gravenberch is young, Szoboszlai is young. We can go through the team. No one's sat here going like, "Oh, Liverpool have a bunch of youngsters out there." No one said that.
Very, very true. But again, I would say I understand where you're coming from, but you know investment and you know how it works. Sometimes you're going to spend that money and you expect that money to come back around quick. Sometimes you spend that money and you expect it to come back around in a couple of years' time. That's just investment. I don't know you guys are smart guys, intelligent guys. You know intelligent. You know how it works with investment. So I don't think you'd be looking with a certain kind of expectation if you expected your investment to come back in 10 years. You wouldn't be going, oh, why is it not moving? Why is it dropping now? Why is it not giving me back the money now? Because you know what you've done. So I get what you're saying. Yes, okay, you can use that to say, okay, well, we can criticize.
There, in what you just said, summarizes Chelsea fans right now. Nowhere in that statement did you just say you spend the money so you get success trophies. You're talking about investments. Bro, this isn't Wall Street. This ain't Wall Street, man. You're here
Yeah.
to win. If you spend that money, you're here to win. Nowhere in that little monologue did you say we invested that money so we can win the league in 2 years or this. No, you're talking about long-term returns on your investment.
Yeah, I
This
think we will.
is why Chelsea fans are doing my head in right now.
I think we win the league in the next 3 years, 100%.
You didn't say that.
No, but I also said we are contenders this season. I just don't think we're going to be the primary challengers this season. I think we'd have to wait our turn and hope something goes in our favor in order to get a chance. So no, I don't
I'm
think we
sorry,
are.
bro, but you've just
But
proven, like I said, you lot celebrate transfer profit more than you celebrate trophies these days.
Oh,
It's
no, that's not
embarrassment
actually
to
true,
what
'cause I
you
was
were
celebrating this
achieving
summer.
under Abramovich.
Oh, what were you celebrating this summer, Wolf?
As a deflection, yeah.
Well, no, it's a question. You asked me one, I'm asking you one back.
I didn't
What I'm
celebrate
saying
anything.
is,
I didn't celebrate anything.
I'm celebrating the fact that my club is moving in a far different direction to the place it was in before, and I like it. Sometimes you have to go back a bit, restructure, so you can get things moving in the right direction. The investment is going to come good, and I would predict that Chelsea win the league within the next 2 seasons. If things go our way this season, I think we've got a chance. It's an outside chance, a boxer's chance. It's a chance. So I would say in the next 2 seasons, if we're not competing, there are serious issues.
Competing.
100%. Yeah. If we're not competing, as in competing for the title, we're serious issues. But
There's a difference between competing and winning, yeah.
Well, how would you know? What was the last thing you saw your team win, Wolfie?
Well,
Well,
if my club would spend 2 billion and I was sat here saying that, I'd be asking Ashraf to slap me.
Yeah, but
I really
should have
would.
got orders.
I really would.
You're never gonna have that. You're never ever gonna be in that situation.
I would welcome that opportunity.
Hey man,
He's close.
Speaking of Ashraf, Ashraf sat here quiet because he's top. By the way, guys, we got already 720 people in the building. We're not even at like 200 likes yet. So you need to have some shame. Have some shame and some decorum. You get me? And also, there's an announcement. There will also be a giveaway later on the watch along. So hooked you guys up for the next 3 days with 3 giveaway codes. So stick around.
Are you going to do the way I showed you? You're going to do the way I showed you.
Penalty. Big up to AMT who says Arsenal fans have PTSD over Manchester City, not football talk. Ashraf, I'm sure you watched Manchester City yesterday.
Wait, what were you just celebrating? What were you just celebrating?
Yeah, Jordan are playing UAE. Anyway, like
come on UAE, come on UAE.
We just got a penalty, Ahmar. Anyway, so Ashraf, do you think watching City yesterday, does that, like, I saw your messages in the group chat, but I want you to say it publicly and stop texting.
No.
You get me? On the stream, be professional. Talk to
I
me,
wasn't texting, yeah, Hayawan. I was checking the Jordan UAE thing. The Arab Cup. Now I remember.
Go ahead. Tell me, what do you think? Because AMT is saying there's PTSD watching Man City. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I said that before. I think people are just using PTSD instead of logic. This is where I had the argument with Dennis about why stop making sense saying red card. Oh shit, come on, man. This is where I was arguing with Dennis, and he was saying that, oh, how can a team like Arsenal that bottled before talk now? That's just PTSD talk. Anyone who's saying City are the big bad scary wolf like before, I think again, there's no logic behind it. They're not the same team. When we bottled that league to them a couple of years ago, when we were 5 points clear, or 8 with a game in hand for City, they were a better team. Nobody said Arsenal had a better squad back then. Nobody thought even Arsenal should be challenging for the league back then. So the fact that we are competing against this City, where in my opinion we're a better team than them. I think we're better than them in every department: defense, midfield, strike, attack as well. Obviously
Striker?
not goalkeeper. Not striker, attack, not striker. I changed it. I think that for me makes us a better overall team. We have better squad depth. Yesterday was clear evidence. By the way, I'm just like, I was listening to Simon Mosho as well about how at 5-1 they were considering changing the game or whatever. It was the same for me. I was following the score. I was not watching because I was watching the Atletico and Barca game. And I was following the score, and at 5-1, I was like, bro, what is going on? It's going to be 6-7-1. And then I see it at like another 20-30 minutes later, and I see 5-3, and I tuned in, and honestly Fulham were just over them, all over them, and they could have had a fifth. I think Vardiol made that clearance off the line to make it 5-5. Oh my god, look at that goal.
Wait, you
So
want
yeah, I don't
City
think
to win the league? Oh,
Jordan. He's celebrating Jordan.
'cause you said Guardiola
Yeah,
cleared it
yeah.
off the line.
He talks about us
Celebrating.
being He talks about us being unprofessional when he's
No,
watching
yeah.
another game while doing the stream.
I'm
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
a game that's in the background, not on my phone.
You know what? I'm gonna put this
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
But I'm not that worried of City. If City is the only team that's going to challenge us this season, I know it's not right now. It's Chelsea as well. Who knows what will happen with Liverpool? If City is the main title rivals this season, I'm very comfortable that we win the league. I don't think that's the same team. Pep is a better manager for sure, but they don't have a better team than us. And I think they will keep facing issues and they'll remain inconsistent.
Let me ask you this, Ashraf. Just hypothetically, let's do some fun hypotheticals. Let's say, and I think you win tonight, but let's say you draw tonight and
Oh my God, disaster directly, Wolfie. Wallahi, disaster. Wolfie, you know, sometimes you ask questions, you know that there will be a meltdown. Why do you ask this? You know
no,
this.
let me just get. I haven't even
I
got
think
to the
that's what
scenario
he's
because I got all
looking for.
excited.
He's looking for the meltdown.
Because you got. Let's just say you draw tonight and lose to Villa because you're away to Villa next, and City go
Yeah.
WW and they take the lead. Does that change your perception of it? Do you think you're going to be better at chasing or leading?
No, it probably will change because if City end up winning the next two games or the next game because they already played yesterday, so now we are the ones with the game in hand. And let's say we drop points in both those games as you've mentioned, Brentford and Villa. Yeah, it might change a little bit, but even then I wouldn't change it. I would still say we'll finish above them because I think as inconsistent as that would make us, I think City are a lot more inconsistent in my opinion, and they have.
No, but I'm talking about the
different fixtures
chasing.
left.
I know I'm talking about the chase. I'm talking about
No,
whatever
I'd
scenario
rather
it
we be the
takes
team leader.
where they take the lead. Do you think you can catch them?
No, us chasing, I don't think. Not that it doesn't work, but I think for us to be chasing, that means we have to go through a bad phase now, which is what you just mentioned, Brentford and then Villa.
Yeah, I mean that would
I think will
get
not
them ahead of you, but you get my point. Yeah.
I get your point. But
to beat like Brentford at home, and if you do lose, I think draw, I think a meltdown is very justified. Ashraf, you have to be honest.
That's fine, but I don't think it means City will finish above us because that means Arsenal have been inconsistent the last 3 games. I think City are a lot more inconsistent than us. I think even the games they've won, the last 2 games, we all saw what happened. Obviously, they became very close to bottling it. I said it a couple of months ago before they faced Liverpool. A month before that fixture, I said I'd rather City win that game because Liverpool's issues are clearly managerial and it's not a team issue. It's not that they don't have the players. The quality is there. It's just that the manager needs to get shit done. Whereas with City, it's not the manager that's an issue. The manager is actually managing well. He's changing his tactics a little bit where he goes defensive in some games. For City, the issue is more the quality of the squad. And the quality of the squad will not be fixed this season. It'll take a year or 2 for them to get back to that high level of performance, in my opinion.
Can you argue you have a managerial issue?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think obviously he's as good as Pep. And before the season started, I even said he's not as good as Slot, although that's changing now. But I think he's a good coach. I just always had.
I don't think it changes the fact that he's not better than Slot, Ashraf, because Slot still won. So even if Slot gets sacked,
no. I don't live in these weird.
One on his resume, and he's on the league at Feyenoord as well. So that makes him better.
That doesn't matter because I don't live in these weird this weird illogical world where Claudio Ranieri is better than Arteta or Roberto Di Matteo is a better manager than Arteta.
Actually,
they're not though, because the reality is we have to look at like consistency, what they're doing now, how long did they last at the top, and all that kind of stuff. I think
that
now
would be like saying freaking Arteta is better than, I don't know, I hate him, but Fergie, because he's not around now.
No. But I meant like Ranieri had that season, and then next season Leicester finished 14th, and he got sacked mid-season or whenever it was.
Which you think it's harder to do, win the league with Leicester or win it with Arsenal?
Obviously win the league with Leicester, but that doesn't. Okay, by that logic, who's a better manager, Ranieri or I don't know, Pep Guardiola?
Well, Pep's won it more than once, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he won it only with the best teams in the country and the best players and the most expensive players. Ranieri did it with like a bunch of nobodies. But that's illogical.
Pep's also
right?
done it in Spain. Pep's done it in England. He's done it in Germany.
With the best teams in the country.
It doesn't matter. He's still done it.
nobodies.
Yeah, but to bring Arteta into it would be just madness.
I'm trying to show you that Ranieri doing it with Leicester does not make him better than Pep just because he's won with a bunch of nobodies. Yes, it's nobodies now.
That's a straw man, Mark.
Sorry,
But I was talking about
they're
with
not
Arteta.
nobodies now, LB, but they were nobodies back then. Don't make it seem
that's
like
true, that's
in
true.
2015.
LB, you want the
Mahrez
link? I'll
wasn't
send
a
it. Come fight Ashraf. Come fight Ashraf. We welcome more fights if you want.
My point on please, and then we can challenge your stupid opinion about Arsenal don't have the best squad in the world, but I don't know who does. He actually said that on Straight Facts. Terry asked him.
Hey, LB, he's calling you out. You gonna have it?
Terry asked him, "Hey, Arsenal is one of the best squads in the world, right?" And LB was like, "Oh my god, they're definitely not the best." So Terry was like, "Okay, who's the best?" I don't know. I haven't thought about it. So how do you know we're not the best then? If you haven't thought about it, you can't say we're not the best, but don't have someone in mind. That makes no sense.
I'd say Bayern.
That's fine. See, that I can debate that opinion. But to say they're not the best, but I don't know who's number one, then you can't say we're
but
not
LB, you gotta remember LB, and I love LB. He's if you watch him on his stream yesterday at 5-4, he literally shit himself.
Yeah, I hate watching, bro.
Yeah, if he comes on, he'll be saying light work and we were comfortable, we'd done enough beforehand, and I wasn't bothered. You know what I'm saying? That's LB for you.
I need to watch.
You're saying LB changes depending on the stream he's on. Fairs.
Yeah, he thinks he's in this sanctuary of safety on his channel.
What you said about Man City, do you stick by that? You think City ain't ready, City can't win, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah. I said before the season, the only team that I think will finish above us is Liverpool. Obviously, that seems to be wrong now as things stand right now. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. No, you never know. You can
against Sunderland today.
Hey, it's only what? How many points are they behind now? 8?
9.
Can we go to the
just let Liverpool worry about getting to 40 points.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah.
It's not difficult. It's nearly impossible at this point.
Well, I mean,
I don't think City are at that level. Sorry, Quest. Go.
No, I was gonna say that. To be fair, United had an 8-point lead over Man City in 2012
with 6-7 games to go.
Yeah, and it's not impossible. It's not. But I do agree with you, Ash. I think, to be honest, if you have that same kind of lead around April time, I can't see you dropping it this time, because I do think it's true that the squad. I think this Arsenal squad has been the best it's been in the last 3-4 years, and it's probably one of the best squads Arsenal's had since Wenger days. So, to be honest, I do agree, and I will say that I think it's a bit of a weird conundrum with Arteta, because realistically, the work that he's done at Arsenal is actually phenomenal. To get them to this point to continue competing, even after 3 or 4 years, is actually sensational, and to build on top of that squad is phenomenal. But the weird bit about it is, if he then doesn't win again, he's also part of the problem. So it's a proper weird conundrum. You have to give him credit.
He isn't part of the problem. He is the problem. He will win the season. He is the problem.
So you're saying it's Arteta out, not players out?
Quest. I wanted him out this summer. For me, even though I've said he's a good coach, I've always backed him because we were progressing. So as long as we keep progressing, I could see that, yes, we're getting there. Last season, for me, because it was a regressing season, I said, I think it's time to cut it off. That doesn't make him a shit coach. I never once said he's not a good coach. However, if he wins the league this season or the Champions League, I'll have to eat humble pie, and I'll say, delicious humble pie, in fact. And I'll say, yeah, you know what? I was wrong, because I didn't think he can do it. And he's proved me wrong. So I'll happily say that.
I think that's fair. I think that's. Do you know what it is? The weird thing about it is, even if you sacked him, I don't know if you'd get another manager that could take you further. I generally don't, because I think
what they could, man.
I don't know, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I think Arteta's so bought into Arsenal. I don't know if you could find another manager that would come in and survive what he survived. That's kind of what I mean. Like, if you were to get in, let's say, an Enrique, and then he goes through a season where they're not really doing as well, like they're dropping down to maybe 3rd or 4th, and then a couple players leave, would he stay for the long haul to build the same kind of team with the same passion and energy? I don't know.
If Enrique was in charge of Arsenal, they would have won the league at least once in the last 3 years.
Do you think?
What suits him?
My thing is, when it comes to what Quest is saying, though, let me convince you otherwise. Quest, using very logical argument. Slot on paper is a massive downgrade on Jurgen Klopp. He came in and won the league. So my thing is like, I don't think necessarily the manager has to be an upgrade on Arteta to win the league.
Okay, I see
You
you.
could get someone like I use two random examples. Yeah, you could get Iraola and Arsenal could absolutely suck, or you could get Glasner and Arsenal could win the Champions League as an example. So you never know. It's like an either or situation. Sometimes you actually upgrade and the results become worse. Not every single time an upgrade is like, oh, 100% we're gonna get better on paper.
True.
I'm saying, because
True.
on paper, what Ashraf said indirectly is a true statement. On paper, there's a lot of managers on paper that are upgrades on Arteta. On paper, like you could say Carlo Ancelotti on paper is an upgrade on Arteta, and multiple different managers who won league titles. Ernesto Valverde is an upgrade on Arteta. But if Valverde comes in, Arsenal might go to the shits. Now the issue is right now is Arsenal need to keep basically build on what Arteta had. Now, one thing, forget Slot this season, because I think Slot has gotten a level of arrogance and have done a lot of made so many mistakes this season. He's literally the reason for our downfall. When it comes to like Arne Slot last season, he took what Klopp did, built on it, made 4 or 5 slight tweaks, and Liverpool ended up winning. The issue for Arsenal now is that they might end up in a cycle if they sack Arteta, meaning if you sack Arteta and go with let's say a very offensive manager, that might hurt your team in the way that you play. But if you sack Arteta and you go with maybe let's say like a manager that can win cup competitions, a manager that can do stuff like this, maybe you'd end up winning trophies. So I don't know why Mo is calling you out. It's like,
I know. I seen Mo said I'm different.
He speaks differently. It's the Hussam effect, Mo. I make people be objective. You get me? You have objective debates on this show. I think Quest's been great so far on his debut. You get me? We might have to run it back next week.
I've watched Quest on the Football Terrace back then. I think he's quite, for a Chelsea fan, he's very logical. When I say for a Chelsea fan, because outside David and maybe Dennis, I think all the other Chelsea fans are quite deluded, like Don, like Ches. Big up Ches, though. I love
Lewis.
I've only worked with Lewis, so I don't know.
We don't speak enough about Carefree Lewis G. He said Caicedo and Pedri are on the same table. I think that could possibly be one of the worst takes in history of football.
But what did he mean by that? As in position-wise?
Yes, he said Caicedo sits on the same table as Pedri, brother.
Yeah, I have no issue with that.
If he meant that one is the best in his position, the other is the best in his position, that's fine.
Table.
But does he mean like they both play
115 of 1,461 of your world champs, Chelsea? Today, our world champs take on Leeds United. Fuck Leeds. We've got to win.
At least he puts his chest out, unlike the rest of the Chelsea fan base, bro.
By the way,
you win the league.
All three of you, let's play a game. If you know the answer, don't answer. So let's just play a guessing game. You've all seen Lewis's belt. Take a guess how much it costs, Ashraf. If you know, don't answer. Just take a guess. How much do you think it costs?
The belt, I think the one he shows in his videos, right? I'll probably say $50.
$50. Quest, how much do you think it cost?
I'm going like 170. 170.
Wolfie, how much do you think it cost?
170 is a lot, bro.
You know, guys, Lewis's belt cost £500.
This is what I mean. It's a custom, bro. Yeah, bro.
500 British pounds.
Yeah. I should have said
to
300.
Wear that fucking ugly ass belt. 500 effing pounds, bro.
Yeah, bro.
If
to get like the lowest.
You want to know what's funnier?
Don't send me £500. I'll take off the shirt and do it in do this whole stream in my £500 he paid for a fucking belt.
Hey, man, you know what's funnier? It's not even unique. It's not even unique. There's a Man U one as well.
No, it's custom though, isn't it? It's custom made, isn't it?
Oh, so it makes it okay to pay 500. Would you pay?
No, hey, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't advise you get a Nottingham Forest one either.
There you go. Then. Don't gaslight. Don't gaslight. Yeah, try to defend your Chelsea boy. Yeah, Lewis can hold that still. Lewis can hold that. So can all the Chelsea frauds other than Quest. And Dan, I like as well. And Dennis is good sometimes. And yeah, and David, the honorable one. The rest of you, you're all frauds, I'll be honest with you. But with this Chelsea talk, 7 red cards in 15 games. When is this gonna end? Because I wanted to ask both of you guys a question. By the way, guys, big up to all of you. Let me just grab a couple of these supers before I just want to move on to talk about the Arsenal Chelsea game specifically. Arsenal, I've already read this one. Fulham versus Man City was like a mid-table. Another penalty, ref. You motherfucker! It's fucking penalty.
Why are we talking
Fulham versus Man City was like a mid-table game. Look. Defensively, I think Manchester City were absolutely awful. From an offensive perspective, they were incredible. So it's a double-edged sword. Wolfie, you spent 762 million since 2023, and you're fighting relegation. Wow.
We didn't spend
1-0 Cypher Blue. 1-0
Cypher
Cypher Blue. 1-0 Cypher Blue. 1-0 Cypher Blue.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Arsenal beat Villa at their ground 2-0 last season. Wait, didn't you win 2-1 last season?
No, we beat Villa
right.
2-0 last season at their ground.
Congrats.
Osama's also
But
penalty,
Arsenal won
which is-
nothing.
That's a
Damn.
penalty if he held his foot. And he should be sent
Oh
off.
my!
as a
Right,
penalty.
I'm playing Prince of Persia, man.
Chelsea,
Wolfie's
Dan
on
is very
spot today,
logical. Yeah, Dan is very logical.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about Dan. That is very logical. I agree. Yeah, Dan doesn't do like
WWE
Van
belts
Dijk
have always been at that price, is what Emmanuel is saying. That doesn't make it right. Yesterday, Caster messaged me, and he was like, "By the way, there's a WWE belt, Liverpool version. You should get it to be shameless." I'm like, "Okay, how much it costs?" He's like, £500. I'm like, "Brother, what the fuck? You think I'm gonna pay that?" You know, £500 is a lot of money. You know, if legitimately, if someone sent £500, I'd take off this shirt right now, do it in my underwear, the whole stream. What do you mean £500? That's a lot of money. You think I'll pay that for a belt? You're fucking mental. VAR check.
LB, you're shameless, bro. You're shameless because
Just because
I've seen what he said. I've seen what he
yeah.
said.
We'll move on to talk about Arsenal.
we're fighting for Europe,
League.
bro.
We address
So
the
hold
title
that,
leagues
LB.
now. I just want to zone into that game, like that draw right there at Stamford Bridge. Quest, should you be disappointed? By the way, guys, there is like 900 people in here. We're not even at 200 likes. You guys have worse conversion rate than Arnie Slot. Like, you know how mad that is?
You still
Arnie
slot out.
and you have Slot less conversion rate.
You still
Close the
slot
like,
out.
hit the like button, yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe. Anyway, Quest, do you think Chelsea should be happy with that result? By the way, Quest is in the description. Quest knows ball, and Ashraf talks football, and Forest Fan TV. Go give them all a subscribe. As you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Go ahead,
Appreciate
Habibi.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was fuming with the result. I'm not gonna lie because I felt like Arsenal were there for the taking, and I think I was on the stream. I was on the six-sided like a couple, maybe like a week before, and I said minimum out of the 3 games. Yeah, Burnley, Barca, Arsenal. I said minimum we get 6 points. Minimum we get 6 points. So for me, I was actually frustrated that we came out of that game with a draw. Like even 10 men, I know everybody was saying, everyone has put the focus on the Caicedo situation right now. But even if you take that away, we had chances. João Pedro entered the box maybe twice. There was one specific chance. He could have slipped it to Esteval early on the right-hand side. It would have been a clear finish into the bottom right-hand corner. He didn't. And so for me, there was maybe 2 or 3 clear-cut chances where had the decisions have been better, we would have come out, I think, with a more positive result. We would have come out with a 3 points. So on that basis, I was actually frustrated because we absolutely moved to Arsenal. So I'm gonna give Arsenal credit, right? What I don't like is people sort of being like, "Oh, Arsenal were tired. Oh, look at Arsenal. Look at other Championship teams. They drop points." No. That nothing needs to be said in terms of discrediting Arsenal. Arsenal don't need to be defended. They came to a very, very difficult stadium, which people before did not call a difficult place to go. And that is why I'm giving Chelsea more credit for the way they played and the result we got, even though I'm frustrated we didn't get 3 points. Because actually what we did was phenomenal. We went toe-to-toe with the second, you probably could say the second best team in the country for the last 3 years. You could argue Liverpool, but it was sort of City, Arsenal. It's just that Liverpool got a win when City and Arsenal were off it. So fair play, yeah? But that's probably the second best team in the country for the last 2 or 3 years. For Chelsea to do that, where we are at in our development and journey since the owners have come in Maresca's second season, by the way, as a top flight manager, it's phenomenal what we're doing. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, the red cards, I hear you. It's been a bit frustrating to see some of the how do you want to say, like, sometimes we've been immature at times. But then I also think, look, Caicedo's what, 23, just turned 24. I've played football just last year. Yeah, I'm touching 30. Just last year I was playing in the game. Head gone, red card. Maybe it's the Chelsea way. I don't know. Yeah, but it happens. It's football. Yeah, and I'm not surprised in that kind of game where things are heated. Someone's gonna make a silly decision. Someone's gonna make a stupid decision. It's just unfortunate it was Caicedo, but I think it's sod's law. He's been our best player this season so far, unequivocally. Like no one's on his level right now, and so it just so happens that he let us down. Like, but he deserves the opportunity to be able to come back from that, and people not change the narrative now and be like, "Oh, Caicedo needs to do." No. We're not doing this shin kicker stuff. We're not doing this. He's phenomenal. He knew what time it was. You play the derby against your rivals at home. You never let people come to your house and take food off your table for free. If they're gonna come and eat, you charge. We're not hospitable to rivals.
Hussam still believes he's a string kicker, and he said Enzo is a better midfielder than Caicedo, which I think is absolutely ridiculous.
Enzo is a better midfielder than Caicedo.
I think Caicedo is the best 6 in the world right now. I agree with that. I'm not going to bring it to Arsenal, so leave it. I still feel Declan Rice is better overall as a midfielder, but that's a conversation for a different day.
And who?
Than Caicedo. Not as a 6, as a midfielder generally.
I agree with that.
I think the Enzo thing for me is absolutely crazy. I think Enzo is a decent 8. I'm not even going to say world-class 8 because I don't think he's world-class. But I think Caicedo is that level. He does everything you need from that kind of midfielder. He wins the ball back. He's aggressive. He's decent on the ball. Again, he's no like Rodri on the ball, but he's good enough on the ball.
I love when people do this and then they
wait.
My point.
I mean,
decent
when I say
on the
decent
ball.
on the ball,
Anytime someone describes Caicedo, the first thing they say is underrated on the ball, decent on the ball. Guess what? Enzo Fernandez is great on the ball. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, but Enzo Fernandez is nowhere near as good as Caicedo.
Enzo Fernandez is decent defensively. Decent.
No, he's not.
He is. Yes, he is.
Enzo Fernandez.
I genuinely don't think he's decent defensively at all. I don't think he has the physicality that Caicedo does.
Defense means you're like a 6 or a 7.
Ground that Caicedo does. Caicedo will still give you bangers from outside.
Enzo has leadership. Enzo can tackle. It's not like he can't tackle.
Enzo, I don't know about Enzo has leadership, to be honest. But anyways, I don't know when I compare the two.
Leadership. Quit YouTube right now. Quit YouTube. Enzo doesn't have leadership, bro.
I don't think. I think the one who showed leadership.
Can I just say one thing? Come May time, when it's a popular opinion that Enzo's Chelsea's best midfielder, we'll revisit this conversation.
I guarantee you,
Enzo's not Chelsea's best midfielder.
Betting is not haram.
And you're a hater of
betting. I'll tell you this.
You don't appreciate real ballers.
No, wait, guys. 1 second. Betting is haram, yeah. But if I put a bet that Caicedo will end the season as a better midfielder than Enzo, that's not haram because it's so guaranteed that it's halal. What are you on about? Like, Enzo is not going to end the season unless Caicedo gets injured, God forbid. He's not going to end the season.
Why betting is haram. Imagine I spoke to you before the season. I said Igor Thiago will have more goals than Isak by December. You would have said guaranteed bet.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. We've seen Caicedo and Enzo play in the same team. We've seen them this season. It's not like we've seen them like... You're basically hoping for a complete switch. For Enzo has to go like this and Caicedo has to go like this for... the season to end, and people say Enzo's
we will revisit this when Enzo is cooking everyone. You will see. Enzo might end this season as second best midfielder in the whole league.
Quest is happy with this. Quest is very happy. People are
finally. No, do you know what? I hear what you were saying.
But the one that was starting all the Chelsea attacks was Enzo. You guys don't understand. There are some things on the...
And the one
let me tell you something.
I get it. He's got PTSD. Get it.
Let me tell you something right now. Lavia is never fit. Romeo Lavia is never fit. So I'm not talking about fitness at all. He is not Chelsea's best midfielder at all. But ability and pure ability, no one has more ability than Lavia in Chelsea's midfield. Just ability. Nothing but ability. Don't bring me fitness, blah, blah, because that's not the conversation.
Okay, how does that matter?
The second most ability is Enzo Fernandez. Third most ability is Caicedo. That's how I rank them in terms of ability. Now, what Enzo does on the football pitch...
more ability.
Yeah, you refer to Palmer as a midfielder. I don't, habibi. So
what is he?
I think Palmer is a right winger. That's where Enzo Maresca plays him. Wallahi, we need to put the flies in the bag.
10. He's
No,
a
stop
proper
this.
10.
Stop
He's
this.
a
He
proper
played
10.
right wing against PSG.
I know
with
Hussam
over-
wants to consider him a right winger. I get it, but it's fine.
Why
get
do I want to
but
consider him a right winger? Tell me why.
Because you're hoping at some point, if Wirtz picks up form, Wirtz is in the conversation for the best 10, not Palmer, because Palmer is
But
his
that's
biggest
logical
competition.
because Salah is having a dreadful season, and then Chelsea fans can say Palmer's better than Salah. So let's not do this narrative stuff. I legitimately
No,
think
but
Palmer's
that's
right
an
winger.
easy
But anyway,
one.
regardless.
Yeah, we couldn't say that though.
Anyway,
That'd be
regardless,
fine.
when it comes to ability, I think Enzo provides so much more on the football than Caicedo, and that's why I rate him. But I use that logic for my own club. I rank McAllister above
Is
Gravenberch.
this because Caicedo didn't join Liverpool?
Okay, so
Maybe.
McAllister and Gravenberch, McAllister and Gravenberch both joined Liverpool. Yet my preference and the one I think is better is McAllister. So it's not an agenda. It's just what I think. I
Both
think
play for
we
your
haven't
team,
had
though.
a DM in the world like a Fabinho or a Fernandinho or someone like that in a while now. Like someone who can tackle and who's incredible on the ball. Like that
But-
hasn't been around for a while now. That's the problem.
I
So
think,
there's a
I
lot
think
more
Caicedo's
specialists.
close though, bro.
Yeah, Caicedo can
do-
hold it.
I
Caicedo's
do trust me.
nowhere near Fabinho on the
No,
ball. don't
listen. Do you know what the truth is? I'll be so real with you. When you watch Chelsea next year, when Caicedo's playing, I know he's out 3 games. If he's up in that final third, just watch the way he moves the ball. He's not unequipped, you know. This is a guy that can play balls in first
But
time.
you went to the
behind-
extreme. I never said he's unequipped.
Oh, okay. So you're just saying
I
you just
think
don't
this-
think he's as
Let's do it like
Well,
this. Let's do it like this.
Decent.
okay. Fair. I thought you said
Let me
he's
ask
bad.
you this. Let's assume Liverpool's midfield is on form. Okay. Does Enzo get into your team?
On form Enzo, yes, he does.
No. Your midfield on form.
Yeah. Okay, but
Ahead of
Enzo has
who?
to be on form as well.
Ahead of whom? Ahead of whom?
Ahead of Gravenberch.
No. Gravenberg
Who
plays in the
plays
6.
DM? He plays DM.
I
You have
think-
to say ahead of
I think
McAllister.
Enzo Fernandez is actually better than Gravenberch. And better
No,
than
no.
Fernandez.
You have
But
an
Gravenberch plays
equivalency
DM.
problem, bro.
Don't do that. No, Wolfie, don't let him escape. Don't let him
Yeah.
escape.
Okay,
Gravenberch is compared to
you just
Caicedo.
said don't let him escape. What was Wolfie's question? Just so I can tell you're not paying attention.
Where if
No, he is paying attention.
does he get into your midfield? Does he
What
get
was
into your
Wolfie's
midfield?
question? Okay, does he get into our midfield? Is our midfield only 1 position or 3 positions? Guess
So,
what?
so
Enzo
you would play.
Fernandez-
So you
Watch
play
this.
2-8.
This is how you
No
know this
6.
guy's a fraud. Enzo Fernandez can play 6, 8, and 10. Quest, am I lying?
He's
He
right.
cannot play a good
He's
6.
right.
What are
Thank
you
you,
on
Quest.
about? He's not a
Thank
good
you.
6.
No,
So
no.
you think, wait, hold on.
Ash,
So you think
Ash,
Enzo's a better 6 than
Please.
Gravenberch when Gravenberch's on form?
I don't think that.
No, I'm asking Hussam.
No, it's not about better 6, but that's not your question.
That is my bro. I said, does he get into your team? You
How
said
he
yes.
plays.
Ashraf said in
By the way,
front of who?
the Enzo that is better than Caicedo on the ball apparently this season averages less passes per game than Caicedo, less passing accuracy per game than Caicedo, less long pass accuracy than Caicedo, less take-on success than Caicedo. They both average the same take-ons, both average the same number of through balls, yet Enzo's clear of Caicedo on the ball. Well, stats don't back you up. Stats say
I
you're
don't
lying.
care about- I
Forget
don't care about-
Caicedo, man. Forget Caicedo. He's saying that Enzo would be a better 6 versus an
No, I
informed.
never said that.
Gravenberch.
I'm going to interrupt you every time you lie because I never said
Oh, okay.
that.
Tell me where I lied. Tell me where I lied.
Your question is, does an informed Enzo get into Liverpool's midfield? The answer is yes. Done. Now, when
Okay,
you tell me
the follow-up, what was the
6, 8,
follow-up?
10, that's not the question. Don't
No,
change
what
the
was the follow-up question? Me and Ashraf
Funny.
both asked at the same time. What was the follow-up
Okay, the
question?
midfielder in our team that is better than Enzo Fernandez, if they're both on form, is Alexis McAllister. Soboslai isn't, and Gravenberch isn't. Now, when we're talking about positions and where they occupy on the pitch, it's a completely different argument. So don't change the argument.
No.
Don't ask me questions.
No one
So this
forced
is
you to
difficult.
say ahead
I
of
ask the question
Gravenberch.
here,
No
and
one
then when you
forced you.
answer it, I move it here. And I go like, oh my God.
No one forced you to say Gravenberch. You brought Gravenberch into this equation. No one else
No,
did.
Ashraf asked me. That's another lie. He said ahead of who? I said ahead of Gravenberch.
So did Ashraf say to you, would you swap him out for Gravenberch, or did he say instead of whom?
Yeah, he said instead of whom. So I'm
Okay,
looking
so
at the
who brought
midfield.
Gravenberch into this conversation? You or Ashraf?
Ashraf.
Oh
Because
my
he asked
God.
instead of who? By definition.
Oh
Are you
my
listening?
God.
He asked instead of who? He's the one
Sam,
who asked.
I think you might have said it. You know, I think you might have said.
God,
Gravenberch,
it's
bro.
not okay today.
But I
bro, I'm
I hear what he's saying. I hear
You got a Casado agenda.
Because people would say that Enzo Fernandez doesn't play
think
six, but he does play six. He can play six. He can play
I think
six.
Caicedo's
But not a
very
good
good.
six.
I think he's very
Not
good
an
at
elite.
tackling, very
Not
good
an
at
You know
holding
what?
the
Which is a
ball.
better six than him.
He's not a bad six, yeah, but it's the same
Caicedo's
conundrum with Declan Rice at
Enzo.
Arsenal. If you play Fernandez alone as a six, you're gonna need somebody else to do the defensive work.
Yeah, but who's the
Because
better
what
six, Gravenberch or Enzo?
I would personally say I would take Gravenberch as the six.
Okay.
Better six,
That's
Gravenberch.
an honest answer.
He's the
I like that.
I
That's
thought
an
you
honest
would have
answer.
I
said
agree
Hussam,
with
that
that.
you would have taken Enzo over McAllister because I think they're
No,
similar
he said
profiles.
Gravenberch, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
if he
that's-
said
Brother,
McAllister, that's
we're not speaking about six. The better six is Gravenberch. The better midfielder is Enzo. And that was the
That's-
question that I'm
No,
answering.
it
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
the
yeah.
question.
To be fair, I think he did say the better midfielder.
No,
Yeah,
no,
thank you.
But
no,
it's
no,
just
no,
that
no.
when Ash said who would you put in over, he then
Exactly.
said Gravenberch.
Quest,
So
trust
I hear
me,
you.
Quest. I've
Yeah.
worked with Hussam for long
We've
enough.
done
I
this
know
long
Hussam.
enough.
Right.
When Wolfies asked him, does he get
Yeah.
into your midfield? Everyone with common sense, which is everyone on this panel, including Hussam, understood that you have to swap someone because you can. When you say get into your
Thank you.
midfield, I mean someone has to f off, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Hussam
yeah.
then proceeded to say,
I
Hussam
can
then
play
proceeded to say,
McAllister in the sixth, actually. Because
Yeah,
McAllister
yeah,
last
bro.
season.
Let's be real.
Okay, see now
Without
how they're all
even
in trouble.
implying it,
McAllister
if you said he was getting in your team, you're putting him for McAllister.
McAllister last season was very similar to Caicedo in tackles per game, defensively.
I just can we just move on because he knows he's wrong. The whole
And
chat
actually,
knows he's
that-
wrong.
in the
Yeah.
midfield. No, you think I'm wrong. I don't think.
okay,
I'm
so
wrong.
you,
No,
so you play,
you
play
think
McAllister
you're
second,
right. That's the worrying
Yes.
thing.
What I
You
would
think
do-
you're right.
Because the question is, does Enzo in form start for a midfield? The answer is yes. The midfield three in form would be in form McAllister, in form Enzo Fernandez,
Oh,
and in form Verts. That way, I can actually keep
Wow.
the ball at a very high level, and I would minimize myself getting counterattacked because of all three of them can keep the ball at a very high level.
So who are you
pressing.
playing as the six? Who are you playing as the
McAllister,
six?
don't interrupt.
McAllister,
McAllister
yeah.
has played the six before, and McAllister last season.
How did
even
that
not
work out?
playing- McAllister last season, even not playing the six, was very close to Caicedo in defensive attributes.
Wait, hold on. Are you
That's
saying
why
McAllister
last
in
season was
form?
the team of the season.
Hold on. Are you saying McAllister in form is a better six than Gravenberch in form as a six?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Hey.
I've always
Keep
maintained. I think
thinking, man.
McAllister
Keep
is the
thinking.
number.
Keep thinking.
No, there's.
Sam,
I'm actually.
just
I'm
confirm
actually.
because you said there are
Whatever way he goes, he's trapping himself.
I'm
man.
legit not digging anything, but you guys are not even listening.
Wait,
I
but
know
Sam,
you're
just
not
confirm
listening
who's the
because you're
third
responding.
midfielder?
Number one, you're responding 2 words into my argument. Number three,
But
you're not even listening to what I'm saying. You just want to ha ha.
Are you
ha.
listening to what you're saying? Are you listening? To what you're saying?
Alexis McAllister last season was very close to Moises Caicedo in tackles per game, statistically, even not playing the six. Your question is in form. Your question is not, oh, generally, or who's a better six. You said in form.
Correct. Yes.
Alexis McAllister in form is Liverpool's best midfielder.
I hear that logic. I hear the
And
logic.
you could even
Don't
argue
give
last
him the
season,
I hear that
in
logic.
form, Alexis McAllister was the best mid in the whole league. In
Okay.
form.
So what position are you playing him in? So just to clarify, you're saying in form. We're assuming everyone's in form. You're saying Verts, McAllister, and Enzo. Yeah. Tell me who
Yes.
plays 10-8-6, please.
The one that plays 8 is Enzo Fernandez. The one that plays 6 is McAllister. The one that plays 10 is Verts.
Okay. So there you go. Liverpool fans, you've heard it here first.
let's-
Sam thinks McAllister is a better six than Gravenberch because he's dropped him.
In form. That was your question. You said in
In
form.
form.
So Hussam basically saying that when everyone is in form, he would play a lightweight midfield of Verts, McAllister, and Enzo. And he says we would dominate the ball. You would get ripped apart by teams like no business. Like teams would come to your ground. You see what Fulham did to City. Teams would do it to you every week.
The most
like,
lightweight midfield in the whole world won a treble last season.
Oh
Because
my god!
because
they're not
Gravenberch was in
that
that.
because they're not. No, he means
Gravenberch
PSG.
was in that. I'm talking about PSG. Yeah, Ahmar, wake up.
Yeah, Habibi,
No,
because
it's elite.
PSG, nobody, by the way, nobody looks at that team and says it's only the midfield that carried them. They had also the best attack. They had the best 2 fullbacks in the
Now we're
world.
changing
One of the
the
best
narrative.
keepers.
Now we're
You don't
changing the
have that.
narrative.
You're
You're
changing
speaking
the
about
narrative.
midfield.
I'm saying Liverpool with
Okay,
their repertoire,
Ashraf,
not
you're a
other teams.
football man when you want to be, when you're cosplaying as it.
I'm always
Is-
a football man.
Is
You're the one who's.
is PSG's midfield lightweight, Ashraf? If you
Yeah, it is
say no,
lightweight.
I'll literally stop the
It
argument.
is.
right
It is.
now.
It is. It is lightweight. Okay.
It's lightweight.
What's your point?
Okay. So what is your
Yeah.
question? Do Liverpool need a better left winger? Or is your question name the 3 best together? If I had those 3 with each other, I would keep the ball at a high level. The team would be press resistant. Ball possession in ball, we would be incredible. Your question isn't, do you need a new right back to defend counterattacks? Do you need a new left back? Do you need new wingers?
No,
That's
that was not my
your
question.
No, what he
no,
doesn't
no,
that's not
understand,
the
Ashraf.
My
Not me
question
right
was.
now, you tell me, rank the 3 best midfielders from the thing that you just mentioned. Like he said, inform Enzo. Yes, he starts for Liverpool. And inform Enzo starts for Liverpool, and I would move McAllister to the 6. That's inform.
agree.
So you're
So-
dropping Gravenberch.
question-
Inform Gravenberch, you're
Yes,
dropping,
because
yes?
inform McAllister is better than inform Gravenberch.
How many games did Inform McAllister play in the
absolutely
6 last season?
Actually, under Jurgen Klopp, you didn't work with me at the time, Wolfie. Neither did Quest. Ashraf did, and he heard me on Spaces. I said McAllister was Liverpool's best midfielder from Jurgen Klopp days. Yes or no, Ashraf?
Best midfielder doesn't mean he's the best
Whoa.
6. Yes, I agree.
And
The best
he
Wait,
midfielder.
hold on. Who's Liverpool's
He
best
played
defender?
6 in the Klopp system.
Wait, who's Liverpool's best defender?
Liverpool's best defender, Virgil van Dijk.
Okay, if you played Virgil van Dijk at right back, would he still be your best defender?
No, but right back and centre
No?
back is different. than
Oh,
DM.
okay, I hear it.
Nice
Yeah,
one,
but
Wolfie.
the
By the way, guys,
difference
Hussam lied on the stream because I knew the stat sounds fake. So I went and checked. McAllister last season averaged 1.5 tackles per game. Moises Caicedo averaged 3.1. That's double the number of tackles per game. And by
That's
the way,
you
if
lying,
Hussam,
actually, that's not double.
if Hussam lets me
That's
share my
one more
screen,
tackle per game, basically.
you said the
My
tackles
point
were
is
close.
McAllister
This is
is
for
not a
90.
slouch
This
defensively.
is
He
for
can
90.
defend.
Right, Hussam, will you allow me the privilege to share my screen?
Yeah,
Or is
no
that-
problem.
Okay.
Wow.
So this is McAllister and Moises Caicedo last season.
Can you do one
It's
more
not
zoom,
e-
please?
Oh, sorry.
Top right
It's
corner.
not
Do one more.
even.
Yes.
Habibi, I don't need to go top right corner. I can do control plus.
Is it
know your,
per 90?
shortcut.
Control scroll.
Is it per 90?
It's per 90, exactly. Of course. It has to be per 90 because they didn't play the same number of
But
games.
that's not what I said, though. See, I said tackles per match. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Remove per
tackles
90.
per match. Exactly. There you go.
Oh,
Can you just
1.5 and
remove- can you
3.1.
just remove the per 90, please? Remove the
Oh
per
my
90.
God.
Keep
But
it
how will I
total.
remove the per 90? He only
Now
played
go
12
down.
games.
Go down. What? Yeah. What is this 12 games? What are you talking about?
Wait. How many
What
games
the
did he
hell are
play
you
last
doing,
season?
brother? Premier League.
Wait, how many games did he play last season?
Bro, he played the whole season. He didn't play 12 games, McAllister.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Numbers change.
Wait.
all of a
I'm
sudden.
showing it. Per 90. Tackles made. You're right, actually.
Oh,
See.
there you are. Hold that.
Wrong one.
Hold that. Apologize.
Fine.
Apologize.
I
Apologize.
apologize, guys. I apologize for
Apologize.
someone's
Apologize. Show them the stats.
Wait,
Show them.
Wait, Ashraf,
it.
Ashraf.
Read it.
Ashraf.
Read it. Be quiet, Wolfie. Be quiet. Read it. Read
Habibi,
it.
I am
What
not
does it say?
shameless. If I am wrong,
Yeah,
I'll say I'm wrong. Unlike you, yes, he's right. Tackles per game, McAllister was actually better than Caicedo. Not even.
Oh my
like,
God! I actually checked the statement and I
Wait,
know that
Ashraf,
someone
Ashraf,
else
you got the right players
Wait,
on
wait,
there.
you-
Can you do
you know what
Ashraf?
Wait. You saw what I did? I literally put this last season,
Okay,
and it
tell
gave
us.
me that. It
So
was a
what is-
glitch.
Ashraf,
what-
you
what
done
I'm
the wrong
saying
players.
crazy. Is what
Can
I'm
you
saying
put
crazy.
Can you put McAllister and Gravenberch side by side, please?
Why?
Is what I'm
I
saying
want to know
crazy.
who the better 6 is.
Here you go.
I can do that.
There you
yeah.
go. El Ashraf in the chat. They made me. They made it out like I'm a madman, and I'm not. Don't ever
Yeah,
disrespect me.
fair,
I don't know what
fair,
I'm talking
fair.
about.
I got honestly, it showed me the wrong data when I refreshed it. It showed the correct one.
Yeah,
At
maybe you
least
should have
I'm- at
checked
least I'm
because
the-
McAllister didn't play 12 fucking games.
Yeah, Habibi, wait. I
Oh
understand.
my gosh. This could be
That's a
crazy.
body live on stream right there.
VAR. Oh,
I think. I think.
oh my days.
Who had more tackles? McAllister or Gravenberg, brother Wolfie? Who had more tackles? Who
I
had
didn't
more
even
tackles?
see it, man. I can't see it on my
Show
own
him
screen.
again. Who had more tackles on the right? Gravenberg. Who had more tackles?
Wait, make sure it's per 90. Make sure it's per 90. Per 90.
It
Per
is
90.
per 90, brother.
Oh
It
my
is per
gosh.
90.
Oh my
Oh, go ahead,
gosh.
Wolfie. You
Okay,
apologize as well?
so that's fine. That's fine. Cool. So, by that logic, are you telling me McAllister's a better 6?
You
And
know,
Gravenberch.
see how? Hey, Quest, let me show you the difference between a humble
Yeah, that's fair.
man
That's fair. He's
and
right.
a
He's right.
serial loser. Ashraf is humble. He was like, I was wrong. Fair enough. This guy, he wants to switch the argument again. So you're telling me?
No,
So
I haven't switched the
So you're
argument
telling me
from the initial point.
3.3 he had more tackles per match than Caicedo playing in the fucking A.
So does that
So
make
am I
him a better
crazy?
6?
No,
Yes
I'm
or
not.
no? Does that make
not.
him a better 6? Yes or no?
I'm not even gonna answer your question because it doesn't.
Because you can't. Because you can't.
Admit my response because you can't even admit you're wrong. Admit you're wrong first for the first time in YouTube history.
Wait, hold on. I will admit. Hold on. You want me to admit I'm
You were
wrong?
wrong.
Show me. Wait, hold on. Show me
That's
where
not
I
correct.
said he had more tackles per 90 than McAllister, and I'll admit I'm wrong to it. All I've said is ask the question of who's the better 6. That's all I've said. Now, if you want to go on the stats, then you need to now sit here and say McAllister's the better 6.
Okay, Quest, Ashraf and Wolfie, please. Quest, what did I say 10 minutes ago? You're on mute. Go ahead. What did I say?
I don't
Not on
even
mute.
remember, man. I don't even remember, man. My head is fried, bro. My head
That's
is
what
fried.
Palace is the
But
better
you
six.
did.
He's
You said you'd pick over.
Alistair
Yeah,
ahead
yeah.
of Gravenberg in form.
Yeah, you
Done.
did. You did
I
say
answered your
inform.
question
You did.
15 minutes ago.
No, it's fair, guys. It's fair. Come on,
You
if
did.
he's making that argument, stats
Someone
do
made a
back
good
it up.
point, though. Someone made a good point. What about the caveat of tackles? Is it because what was that stat? It was tackles made.
Tackles per game. Tackles
Or-
made. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. He's
The
basing
Chelsea
his
midfield
whole.
six, the Chelsea midfield 3 and the Liverpool midfield 3, the best defensive player in all of them is Moises Caicedo. If Alexis McAllister has more tackles than even Moises Caicedo, by definition, it shows me the guy has the capability of doing it. That's it. Is he as athletic as Caicedo? No. Is he as good as recovering Caicedo? No.
You're
But guess what?
shameless.
He's a better
You're
6 than
shameless.
Gravenberg, which
I
is
did
something
say I
that
understood the logic. I understood the logic.
Guess
So,
what?
I heard it.
from now
Is a
on,
better 6 than
hold on.
Gravenberg and a better 8 than Gravenberg and a better 10 than Gravenberg. Now,
Well,
let me read
from
you
now
Superchats
on,
before we
what
move on.
we've figured out from now on is you can only judge who the better 6 is by tackles per 90.
No,
that's the
no,
only
no,
matrix.
Nope.
Oh
now
no,
you're playing games and you're doing semantics because I just said you are proving my point consistently. You don't listen at all. I just said Caicedo is more athletic than McAllister, better at recoveries than McAllister, and better in defensive attributes than McAllister. So hold that. So you're lying once again.
And by
How
the way,
am I
just to
lying?
clarify,
how am I like?
just to
You didn't put him in
clarify-
your team.
One sec. Just to
You asked about
clarify,
Enzo.
McAllister doesn't have because Quest actually brought up a good point. Those were tackles made, means the tackles they've attempted. In terms
Right,
of tackle
versus
success,
one.
Caicedo, yeah, right. In terms of tackle success, both are at 2 tackles per game. Caicedo's success rate is higher, but by 3% only. So it's not. It's still
Yeah,
like
so by 3 points only. Very good.
Sam's
Wow.
initial argument still stands. Sam's
Thank
initial
you.
argument.
Thank you. Ashraf.
Wow.
Initial argument still stands. Ashraf is a very honorable and dignity infested man because he has dignity and he spoke the truth there. He was like, yes, I was
Infested,
wrong.
man.
I hold my hand up.
Infested.
Now, we move on because you want to know something, chat? This happens in football debates all the time. I'm going to say this and then read Superchats and move on to Liverpool. When I say something, people like just act like I'm saying some crazy shit. I watched Alexis McAllister 2 seasons in a row for Liverpool Football Club. Gravenberg was on the bench in Klopp's first season. Szoboszlai had an incredible run in the first month where people were like, oh, the next Gerrard, then fell off. McAllister was the one that was amazing. Same as last season. And guess what? The games that we won this year, that McAllister has played, and the ones that we won, more than likely McAllister plays well, Liverpool play well. So that's my point. Now,
So
back
he's
to the
the,
top.
he's the 6. Yeah.
I saw it again. Mikel Arteta went there for a draw. He's talking about the Arsenal-Chelsea game. Ashraf?
I don't think he went for a draw. No, that's a lie. He didn't go for a draw. It's just that I think he
definitely
didn't manage
settled
the
for a
game
draw.
that well.
He
He settled after for a draw. No, again, I don't think he settled meaning he was happy with it. I think he was unhappy it ended in a draw. But I think the way the team played, he didn't do enough to try and get a win. Like, I think his substitutions were not great. I think removing Calafiori was, for me, a wrong choice. I think bringing Madueke left wing means you killed our left wing. So I don't think he went for a draw, nor did he. I think he wanted a draw. especially after the red card.
I would agree because I remember I think we were on stream together actually. And I think I remember saying like it was the Eze sub. That sub felt so wrong, and then to bring in Odegaard, I was like, he's going back to what he's done before, and we know what he's done before in games like this hasn't always worked. And you're right.
He should have moved Eze to the left.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, and that's what I thought he was doing, and I was going, oh my gosh, like we're gonna spend the next 20 minutes defending. And the real interesting thing is, when I think about the Madueke sub, honestly, like it's what hurt me about Maresca starting Esteval. In a game like this, yeah, you don't start Esteval. I don't care what the fans ask for. Sometimes when you are the leader of a business, you don't listen to your customers. You listen to the people that give you the stats and tell you this is the way to go. You don't listen to the fans. I don't think Maresca did, but I do think that it was like, okay, here's an opportunity for him to see if he can cut his teeth. And look, if he scores, maybe you talk about that game differently. I still didn't like it. In the preview a week before, I said Neto starts, Esteval comes off the bench. That's the way you do it. So for me, what I actually I'm now sort of thinking back to is, I don't know why Arteta didn't protect Madueke. I don't think you bring Madueke into a game like that. Because for me, it's like you're bringing him on against a team where there is no love lost. They feel like Madueke left them. Naturally, Madueke's sort of demeanor and everything, he's not like he's he's not in he's not got that love with the Chelsea fans anyway. So to bring him in that kind of like such a spicy game and then play him out of position, I didn't get it. I would have thought he would have just gone right. Saka move left, whip balls into the box. Gyökeres, you get your head on it. If it falls down back into Marino, fine, you smash it. Right side, Madueke, and you go one-on-one against what do you call it, Cucurella, and you just get him a second yellow and get him off.
But here's
that was
the
only
though.
thing. I was a bit like, what's that?
I think from a mental perspective, I hear where you're coming from, but the reason why I objectively disagree with AMT is Mikel Arteta brought on all the offensive subs. Odegaard, Madueke, Gyökeres. He did everything he can. It's on the players to then execute.
I get you, but no, I was just going to say, Odegaard, yeah, he don't shoot. So while you would think it's an offensive sub in terms of offensively keeping possession in the third, I hear that, but he don't shoot, so you're actually losing an element taking off Eze for him.
But Eze was dreadful though.
He was, but then Eze is a moments guy. Let it all work out. It could have been an 89th minute knee slide. You know what I mean? That's Eze is a moments guy. In the biggest moments, Eze can pull up something.
That's 10 out of 10 rage, mate, right there.
No, I mean, I'm not disrespecting Eze. He is phenomenal, right? He's a phenomenal player, but he's also like, he's the guy that you keep on because he's gonna come up with something special. That's me. So I know someone in the chat is saying Madueke needs to get minutes in his legs. Okay, cool, but you don't bring him into a derby against his ex-team. Minutes for what? If you're giving him minutes, that means you've basically said the game is done. What are you giving someone minutes for in a game against your rivals? Come on, man. What are we doing here?
Guys, let me just get through these. Also, guys, can we get the likes up, you frauds? How do you have not even 300 likes yet? Can we get 300 likes, please? Every single one of you right now, please hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to use code Hussam15. It applies for the next 3 days. So you guys have a chance to get your, big up to Sean. He told me he got gifts for his family and stuff like that. So go over there and watch my unboxing video if you want tips on like the way that I washed it. The names, patches, everything, delivery. Now delivery is available to UAE and Qatar. I spoke to the guy and made it available in Saudi Arabia as well. At least Lewis will use his belt for infinity supporting Chelsea. Some people spend
delivery.
Yeah,
delivery
I made
was
delivery
always available to UAE, no?
No, it was available to Dubai only. Now it's available all Emirates.
Wait,
and it's available
to, did you say
and it's
tips on how to wash it?
What's it called? Saudi and Qatar now as well. So big up Qataris. At least Lewis will use his belt for infinity supporting Chelsea. Some people spent 1,000 planning a parade and never used it. Baku. Wow, Blazu. Hey, 1-0 Blaze. 1-0. Also, Lewis said, and I agree, that Caicedo is on the same level as Pedri, meaning world-class midfielders. But because Sam limits Caicedo to shin kicking, he's stunned. We need to separate banter from objective football talk. Banter-wise, Caicedo is a shin kicker. Objective football-wise, Caicedo is not a shin kicker. He's decent on the ball. He's still not on the same level as Pedri, with all due respect. He's the tier below. You know who's on the level with Pedri? Vitinha and Rodri. End of list.
Oh,
and
no.
McAllister, surely.
I can't agree with that in good faith.
In form, maybe, but that particular game, Reece James was better than all. Oh hell yeah, Reece James was the best
He was.
midfielder, best player
Best.
probably in the whole pitch. Best
Yeah,
player
top.
on the whole pitch.
Yeah, agreed.
in my midfielder. Big up to Blaze again, who says, I know Hussam probably doesn't know this, but your opinion isn't fact, especially on players I watch more than you. No way Enzo is better than Caicedo, and Enzo 6 is shit. I'm done. I never said Enzo 6. I said move McAllister to 6. That's what I said.
No. He's responding to he's responding to your point where you said Enzo is also a good 6, which is not. I don't think is remotely true in my opinion.
Oh, I
I
never
don't think he
said
can
that.
tackle and win the ball.
You did.
I never said that he's a good 6. I just said Enzo is decent at tackling. That's it. That's not doesn't mean
You
he's a
said
good
he's
six.
decent in the
playing
6.
him.
You said he can play the 6. What do you mean?
Yeah, but when asked the question, I said I'm gonna put McAllister in the 6, not Enzo.
No,
this was before the
McAllister.
McAllister
No, we're going back.
question.
We're going back.
Yeah, we're not gonna go back again. Thank you, Red Stick Kev. He did say that.
Don Hussam, stop being that bitter ex. Caicedo rejected the All-Dusty club because he wanted to live in a good city. Let it go. First
He
of all,
can't be a bitter ex because he never went out with him.
First of all, that's fraudulent conversations, number one, because Wirtz chose Liverpool ahead of living in Munich and living in Manchester, number one. Number two,
How's that
when it
working?
comes to being a bitter ex, don't Chelsea fans mock us all the time for Enzo rejecting us as well? What did they used to say about the LFC midfield? Lavia, Fernandes, Caicedo, remember? So Enzo Fernandez rejected us too. So I'm promoting one guy that rejected us over the other guy that rejected us. Also, do I keep the same energy for my own club? Yes, because I prefer the more complete McAllister over the less complete Gravenberg. Big up though. Wolfie and Ashraf, the queens of gaslighting.
And you're the queen of sucking Hussam off, but okay. It is what it is.
Oh my god.
He doesn't. He actually cooks me all the time, but he spotted you guys as fraudulent.
I've never seen
In form, midfield for me is Caicedo, Wirtz, and McAllister. In form, yeah, because you need someone to tackle next to McAllister. You get the best
Tackle.
that way as well. Yeah, Caicedo is very good tackling. Very good tackler.
Okay.
Jay Vardan robbing UAE. Say, wallah, you're hate watching Arab Cup, bro. You know there are Jordanians that didn't even know the game was on today. But we didn't buy the ref. Both of them was a penalty. We missed the second one.
No, there's non-Jordanians who don't care.
Big up to Blaze, who says, yeah, this guy told me he's gonna hate watch Jordan in the World Cup. It's our first World Cup ever. Shit, like it's a proud moment for the country. Like Jordan is just like Belarus making the World Cup, and this guy's like, oh, I'm gonna hate watch Jordan.
You only got in because they increased the teams from 32 to 48. Yeah. Actually, no, you would have got in anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, we got in anyway. We got in from group stages.
You topped the group?
No, we were second, but even before the rules, if you finish second,
Who
you
was
would have
ahead
made
of
it.
you? Who was ahead of you?
Under the previous rule, Ashraf, if you finish second, you also made it directly.
No.
Wait,
you
who
didn't.
finished top
The
of that
top
group?
team finishes, and the second place.
The previous rule was two groups, two big groups instead of three small groups. Two big
Wait,
groups.
Yeah, but
who
two
finished
big
ahead of
groups
you?
in the end. Not the first one. The first one had multiple mini groups, and then you played two big groups.
Yeah,
with
and I'm saying, even if we finish second in the old way, we'd have made the World Cup. We didn't do playoffs or any of that. Playoffs was UAE, Qatar, Iraq, like the countries
Who
after.
finished ahead of you, bro?
Say it again, sorry.
Who finished ahead of you in that group?
South Korea. That's the only one that finished ahead of us.
South Korea, bro. That's some.
Yeah, bro, they have.
What do you mean?
Ikang,
South Korea is a good team.
Like they got Huang, they got very good
Wolfie,
players.
stop,
Brother, we
stop,
have one
stop.
player
They're a
who
very
plays in
good team.
the league.
Yeah, I've got to put a bet on them to win the World Cup.
Big up to Blaze, who says, Hussam, wallahi, I'd take more players from Wolves than Chelsea. To him, that's a normal fact. But saying Caicedo is better than Enzo is super blasphemous in his view, his fact. I never said Caicedo better than Enzo is blasphemous. I'm just talking about technique. Why? You know, I've noticed something, Blaze. You just want everyone to just do Caicedo prop all the time. I don't get it. Like, you're so obsessed with everyone just praising Moises Caicedo for no reason whatsoever. I'm praising
so
a
obsessed with
Chelsea
pressing him
midfielder
down.
because that's what I prefer. My GOAT, my Premier League midfielder GOAT is Stevie G, who's the most complete midfielder probably in Premier League history in terms of being able to do everything on the pitch. I think Enzo is technically superior to Caicedo, and I'm entitled to that opinion. Like, and if you say Caicedo is better than Enzo defensively, I'll go like, I agree. But that's not my preference, because I think McAllister is better than Gravenberg too. So where do we go from here? I saw the game. I'm not lying. I never accused you of lying. I just think Arteta did all the offensive subs that you expect. Madueke, Gyökeres, Odegaard. He brought on every possible option. So it's on the players to even Lewis Kelly for the line-breaking passes. So
That's true. That's true.
UAE equalizer, hold that. There's still 35
I
minutes left.
love the fact that Echo Falls actually sent a super chat just to tell you to hold that for the equalizer.
Yeah,
That
he's
is
hate watching
true
Jordan, bro.
That is a proper hate watch. That's
Right,
Yeah.
Foot mob. It's not
big up
even like,
Echo Falls.
on the list, man.
It's 1-1 right now, but there's still 30 minutes against 10 men. We better win, or else I can't tell Arsenal fans that they should beat Chelsea. Anyway, speaking of Liverpool, guys, let's wrap up this stream on the Liverpool section. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe, every single one of you. Wolfie, I'm gonna start off with you for this section.
No,
Don't
don't
forget
start
to-
with me. Forest teams just come out. I just got to sort it out.
Go subscribe as well to Quest Knows Ball. Go subscribe to Forest Fan TV, and please go subscribe to Ashraf Talks Football as well. All three links are in the description. So hit the like button on this video, subscribe to this channel, and subscribe to my brothers as well. Man, like Wolfie, what do you make of Liverpool's form right now, and what do you think is going to happen tonight against Sunderland?
I don't know, but we're losing tonight. Morato's fucking playing, man. Sorry. What I think of your form, bro, you beat
Yes.
West Ham. Congratulations. I didn't see it though, because it's on the same time as my game. So I don't know if you played well or not, but you should be you can't jump to any conclusions until you see a few more games in a row. Sunderland will be harder than West Ham. You at home?
Yeah, that does make a difference. Yeah, well,
It doesn't matter.
lost you and Eindhoven and Man United at home, so this ain't like Bombonera.
7
Anfield.
goals in 2 games. That is mad.
Say that again, sorry.
7 goals in 2 games.
Yeah,
That's what
Forest.
you conceded at
That's why
Anfield.
it doesn't matter.
That is
We can lie
mental.
to each other and go like, "Oh, Anfield, oh!" But come on.
Scary.
That is
Anfield's
mental.
scary, man. Wait, come back to me. I just got to sort this team sheet out, bro. Give me 1
Okay,
minute.
go ahead, Ashraf.
Yeah, look, I think you will win. I don't think Sunderland. I've checked Sunderland's record away from home. It's abysmal. It's not what the Sunderland you think. I know they beat Chelsea. I think that's a one-off. You look at some of their other results; they have not been that great. So I do think you should win. Clearly, I have a feeling Salah won't start again, which will start very, very uncomfortable conversations. Look, logically it shouldn't, because he is one of the Premier League GOATs. He's definitely top 5 Premier League players of all time, but and it is what it is. Like, I think sometimes you know, whoever said this, I don't even know. Sometimes you stay there long enough to be the villain. So actually, what I do know, it's Dark Knight. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I still said that. But anyways, yeah, I think you'll win. I think Sunderland are a bit susceptible away from home. You probably will be coming off a high from winning against West Ham, even though it's West Ham, but it was still like it's a game that most of us expected you to lose. I actually predicted that you would lose that game. So I'm not even going to come here and say, oh, yeah, you beat West Ham. It's only West Ham. Because the way you guys were playing, it looked like you were losing to every single team.
Yeah. I predicted
Sunderland
the loss to West Ham too.
Yeah, I saw someone who said this today. I can't remember who. They said Liverpool, if they concede first, they'll never, like, they don't win. And that is pretty interesting. I think if Sunderland somehow get an early goal, I don't know how your team would react to it, but I don't see that happening. I think you guys would end up scoring first. Isak getting on the score sheet is probably going
What
to
a
do you
finish,
guys a
by the way. Great
lot of.
finish. Great
Yeah, I
finish.
thought the same thing.
Fantastic finish.
How
Yeah,
did Verts do?
Gonna-
How did Verts do?
Verts was
I
very
heard he
good.
played well.
Verts
gave
was
us a
very
pretty-
good on the
right?
pitch, in the first half.
So was Salah the problem the whole time then? I heard he got dropped.
No, because Salah didn't play against Galatasaray and we lost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but you-
Galatasaray is one game, and it's not like
West
you
Ham
cannot
is
draw a
one game.
conclusion from one game.
West Ham
Which
is
is
one
fair.
game.
That's what I agree. I agree. But remember what we said yesterday, right? Do
Also,
you
our
worry?
best performance of the season was probably against Atletico, and he played in that game. And we looked incredible defensively and offensively. That game we had. I always reference this because it shows the dominance. We had 7 big chances created, and they only had
Wait,
1 big
drunk-
chance created.
Drunk Vigo just said you beat Frankfurt 5-1 without Salah. So it's 2
Yeah,
games,
we
not
did,
one.
but even then, it's 2 games won, 1 game lost. So that's not a sample size either.
No, there is a sample size because how many games has he played where you have lost?
Yeah, a lot, but that's because he's a starter.
There you go
So
then.
in that logic, Van Dijk was
No.
the problem.
So the sample size, well, he's another problem.
Oh, there you
Van
go.
Dijk
Then.
has
Let's not
been a
play.
problem. I don't know what the hell happened to Van Dijk, bro. How do you go from the best defender in the world and there were conversations about him being the greatest to ever do it, the greatest
Yeah,
defender
they
of
were
all
doing
time.
too much.
How do you go from that to
But he
being?
sits on that
Oh,
table.
I can answer
Despite
that. I can answer
form-
that. It's called
despite
400,000 a
that
week.
form, he sits on that table. Let's not act like it's, oh my God, you cannot compare them. No, he's on the
Habibi,
table.
I have him as the best centre back in the Premier League of all time. That's not my point. My point is, how do you go from 5 games where you're playing at such a mental
Did you
level?
say
that
best
it's-
centre back in the
Yeah,
Premier
yeah,
League?
yeah,
of all
yeah.
time?
Can we just real quick, Ash? Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
bro.
I don't think there's any centre back that's been better than him in Premier League.
Oh,
history.
okay. Yeah,
Well, Ashraf,
you're
how
moving
old are
mad.
you?
Moving mad.
Don't do that. I'm 34. I've been watching football since 98. No, don't do that. I wish I could say, guys, I'm 23. I don't know. Educate me.
No, but Ash,
Unfortunately,
best centre back in the Premier League of all
Do you think he's
time.
better
I
than
don't
John
think I've
Terry?
seen any centre back who's had the level of peak the way Van Dijk has.
You have,
I think
man.
I can pick. I can
Have
pick
you
two
heard
or
of
three
John
people-
Terry? Have you heard of John Terry?
Amazing. I don't think he's as good as Van Dijk though. I think he was incredible.
Oh wow.
Top 3 centre backs of all time, in the Premier League again. But I don't think he's as good as. I don't think he was better than Van Dijk. Let me say that. I don't think he's better.
There's
than
at
Van Dijk.
least probably 4 centre
More,
backs before him,
More.
and it very much could be more.
Ahead
I
of
would
Van
say-
Dijk.
Yeah.
No, 4's not
Guys,
too much. man.
Guys,
Who's before?
guys.
If you say
Okay,
Carvalho, I'll
okay.
leave
Let me take off. Let me take.
How
off
many
and
centre
just-
backs came
No,
second
name
in
the
the Ballon d'Or?
Name the 4.
In the Ballon
Name
d'Or
the
list,
four.
guys.
Let me just do 3, man.
No,
Let me do
name the
3.
4. Name them.
Let me-
Terry,
I just want 3. I just
No,
want
no, no.
3.
Name
Let
the
him
4.
name 3. Wait, let him name
You
3.
just name
Let
me
him
3.
name 3.
I'll
Let him name
give
3.
you
Yeah,
4.
name 3.
I'll
Name
give you 4.
3. I'm
Name-
gonna just say, yeah, John Terry, of course. That's left foot, right foot, headers, defense.
Forest legend. Yeah.
5
Right.
Premier Leagues, right? What did he retire? 37? Come on.
Okay.
Then you've got Rio Ferdinand. Come on. Multiple Premier League titles, multiple European titles, one of the best defenses in the league. Alongside the only other one I probably then would say, Vidic.
Vidic.
Now,
Okay,
Vidic,
so
you could
notice-
argue.
God.
Vidic, you could
Notice,
argue.
Quest, how all the players you named,
Yeah.
you didn't come to name attributes. of why they're better than. Yeah, all
Okay,
Jordan
so
All that
Oh,
equal
he
for
could've scored.
you named the players. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy, bro. So you named the players, and then you mentioned the trophies they won. Not
No, but
attributes. I can
John
say Van Dijk
Terry-
was quicker than them. He's taller than them. Probably
Was
stronger than
Terry
them. On the
was
ball
Terry
better
in the
than
team
them.
that conceded 10 goals or whatever it was?
Yeah. So
Okay.
John Terry's like way gone. People
goals.
won't
Who
like it.
partnered him? Who was it? Was it Carvalho then?
Yeah, Carvalho, but then you even think later on in the time, he's probably there with like people like Alex. He's there with people like Gary Cahill, people David Luiz, and actually like someone like Gary Cahill. I think Saliba is on the same level as Gary Cahill. I'll be honest with you, and that's not a diss. Even the way they play, I think they play very similar. But I wouldn't put him in that conversation, right? But John Terry, we're talking attributes: right foot, left foot, with
All that
ease.
equal
By the way, head box crashing as a centre back, scoring goals. John Terry does that.
My personal number 1 is John
So
Terry.
does
I think
Van
John
Dijk.
Terry is
Yeah.
the greatest centre back.
No, yeah, for sure. Van Dijk does it, but then if you say that their
Vidic,
attributes,
Vidic is the
Vidic,
one you
okay.
have to like. Okay, you need
No,
to take a
Vidic-
yeah,
step
you-
back
you-
on that
better
one
than
and reassess
Ferdinand,
the
man.
situation.
okay,
Reassess.
fair. You can take
Now,
Vidic
instead of
out.
Rio Ferdinand,
No,
Van Dijk
Vidic
is
was
probably
better than
Rio
Ferdinand.
in a lab.
I just think, yeah. I think Ferdinand's pace, power, confidence.
Guys, can I
on
be
the ball.
honest? I don't
Well,
think
Vidic
John
was
Terry
better
was
than
the same
Ferdinand.
John Terry in this football era where teams play with a high line. He was not
Yeah,
this
but-
fast centre back.
Yeah, but he played in his
Nothing
era,
was-
bro. He played when he played. You got to judge him on
Oh,
what he
man.
I
played.
understand that. I understand that. But Vidic, Van Dijk played in an era where obviously I know people will use this against Van Dijk and say, what strikers did he face? But
Yeah.
the teams that he's played against and the attacks and even the Champions League when he went up against Messi and all that stuff, I think Van Dijk fits in any era. I think he can play the hard ball, he can play the aggressive stuff, he can play on the ball, he can play physical, he can play high line, he can play at the back.
Goal.
What is going on with Hussam?
He's-
Hussam,
Sorry,
be with us.
offside
Be with
check, my
us.
bad.
Be present, bro.
Guys, welcome to the Ashraf Quest and Wolfie channel with our guest.
I mean, I've first of all,
Ashraf, put
even
your
while
phone
watching
down,
a football
Ashraf.
game,
Put
I
your
destroyed
phone
both
down.
of you. I destroyed
My
both of you so
phone
bad.
is
Quest
a
had to
whole
take a
meter
step
away
back,
from me, by
like
the way.
that Fat Joe song. He just leaned back for 10 minutes and watched me cook both of you with one microphone. So shut the hell up, even while watching
You
my
think-
national team.
Ashraf,
and
put your
cooking your
phone
shit.
down.
By the way, I
admit
think you were
that
still
defeat
wrong.
for
It's
the
just
first time in
stats.
YouTube history. Have some shame. Now, back to the topic. Do you think
It's a
Liverpool
privilege
beat
for me,
Sunderland
mate.
tonight, Ashraf?
Yeah, look, okay, so we're removing from the Van Dijk topic, I guess. Okay, anyways, yeah, but yeah, I do. I already answered that. I said you will because Sunderland's not because you guys are
Would
great,
it shock you
because
if Sunderland win?
because Sunderland away from home have not been that good.
Or would it shock you if Sunderland win?
No.
No, if they decide to show up the way they did against Chelsea, then of course they can win. Yeah, I just don't know if they will though. I don't know if they will show up like that. The Sunderland that played against Chelsea was fantastic. The Sunderland that played against us was fantastic. The funny thing is, Sunderland have two crazy away games back to back: Liverpool and then City.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll get smashed in both. I feel they're probably going to give at least one of those two teams a very difficult game. Maybe they lose both, but I think one of those games will be a very difficult game. Which one? I don't know. If you smash them today, I think they make it hell for City on Saturday.
yeah,
Brother.
yeah.
Smash
I think
them.
Liverpool
Are
win.
you okay? Well, I
I
would
think
take
Liverpool.
1-0 right now. What's
I
smash?
think Liverpool draw.
I just think that Isak goal is going to
thing
give
is, you
them
know,
some type of
Mo was
impetus,
talking
man.
about this earlier, and Quest, you could tell me your opinion on this as well. In terms of like, he's basically saying there is a genuine possibility this turns into like a Ten Hag thing, where every single time like Liverpool need a win to save Slot's job, he ends up winning the game and blah blah blah, and this becomes like a you remember Ten Hag like would lose 2 and then win 1, draw 1, and then he'd keep his job. Like, thing is for me, like I'm sat here thinking, okay, now what? Where do we go from here now? Because if we win today, I mean, okay, the game after that Leeds, we lose, then it's just a fucking never-ending cycle. It's just wasting everyone's time. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think the problem is that you've kind of got to wait to see like 4 or 5 games to see if there's an upturn in form, and that every week you've got to wait feels longer without a more convincing performance. So that's the thing. Tonight needs to be. To be honest, tonight just needs to be win at all costs. The West Ham game, better performance in the second half. You take it, you move on. Sunderland, just win at all costs. Next game, because who do you play after that? You play Leeds.
And then again, after that, we got the UCL Inter away.
Yeah, again, Leeds, just win at all costs. Inter, you can afford to lose. Brighton, that's your one. That's the one where you go, okay, now we need to show we're back. That's the one I would say, okay, cool. And then you've got Tottenham, then you've got Wolves. You could then effectively go on a run and get to Arsenal and be looking like, hey, we're 5 points behind.
Here's my issue with that. You probably said the same exact thing before Forest and West Ham.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't
one
expect
was
you to
an
lose
L,
that
the other was a W.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think they win. I think they win. I think
and I'll tell you why. Sunderland are about to lose about 100 players in the next 10 days. So they
but here's the thing though. Here's the thing, Wolfie. We need to consider as well. Some of them don't play for nations that will go far. Like you might lose them for 1-2 games only. Not every.
No, but my point is, Sunderland know that they need to try and pick up points.
Yeah, but my thing is, not every Sunderland player is from the same African country. They're from different countries. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
I hear it, bro. I hear it, but they're still gonna lose them.
Some round of 16. So some might be back.
But still, that will be a good couple of
weeks.
So.
Salah will probably be back in a week or 2 max when Egypt
are after.
So shit.
The Premier League said they can hold on longer, right? Wolfie, is that right? They said 15th of December they can hold on. So
it's another 10 days.
Yeah. He is leaving on 15th December.
Yeah. So
I just hope he makes it back for the Arsenal game. I need Salah against Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah, please.
It just feels to me like it was a bit of a false dawn. It was a bit of a false.
No problem. Chat, say this again. Chat, record this.
I said I hope Salah is back in time to play Arsenal at the Emirates. Then Arsenal have a bigger chance of winning if Salah is available.
Okay, great. Chat. Red line of Teranga, you're a massive snitch. Record and send to me, please.
No, it'd be 2-2.
How do you ask him for a favor while insulting him?
Insulting him is crazy.
I called him a snitch.
He knows it too. He knows it as well. So
come
anyway,
on, Red line of Teranga, I wouldn't take that if I were you, bro.
Let me just read these two. Let me just read these two. I'm gonna move on. Gonna end the stream, not move on. Analyze the next game, please. Not school ground debates. Here's the thing, though, Kenneth. I know you. I'm gonna see you later on the watch along as well. But like, Liverpool right now is in a position where we're so inconsistent. I don't expect a Chelsea fan, a Forest fan, and an Arsenal fan to understand Liverpool because I don't understand Liverpool. There is a genuine possibility to lose 3-0 and a possibility to win 3-0. We are very inconsistent. We're very shit right now. So there is nothing like we're a 500 team like the NBA. Noticed how you named centre back with elite partners. This is true. One thing that you can argue for Van Dijk is this guy played with Gomez, Matip, Lovren, Konate, 100 different partners.
Yeah,
the ones that
did.
you're mentioning, like Rio Vidic, Rio Stam, Terry Carvalho, Gary Cahill, who you said is Saliba level. Van Dijk never played with a centre back Saliba level.
Yeah, but they also came up against better strikers as
He's
well.
debating 101, using it against him to win the other
Man,
argument.
put
Anyway.
Cahill and Saliba. I'm sorry. I like Cahill, but
No, but Cahill's certified, man. He's got the accolade.
no, he's not. Yeah, but he's not Saliba level. Come on.
No?
He was.
Stop.
What did
No.
they do? Let's not. We're ending the street. I don't want to be.
Yeah, let's end the stream. I got a freaking match.
You lose this debate.
Wolfie, if I were you, I'd try to be as late as possible for your match, bro. Like early in the stream, big up Wolfie, but early in the stream, he was telling Quest, yeah, look, as the Chelsea representative, you answer for all the other shit that Chelsea fans say.
Right.
Yeah, it applies. The reason it applies to Wolfie as well is because he's the only Forest fan we know.
Right.
So whatever is being said by Forest fans is being said by Wolfie.
Yeah.
It probably is being
Yeah.
said by me, though. That's the thing.
For us, by the way, Ashraf is spot on. For us, the Forest fan that we know and is only Wolfie. We don't know anyone else.
That's it.
Like,
That's it.
you
no
know,
one else.
for other Forest fans are probably way better, but we don't know them. Anyway,
100%.
make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. Forest Fan TV is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Quest Knows Ball is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. And Ashraf Talks Football is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to do so. And make sure you guys use code Hussam15. It only applies for the next 2 days. 15% off. I hooked you guys up. As much as you guys are frauds, my subscribers, I think you deserve. You get me? I hooked you guys up with extra 7% discount from the original 8%. I know you guys celebrate. You guys have New Year's and other celebrations that you have. So you get me? Go over there. Check it out. Use code Hussam15 on your next order. 15% off. Love you all. And I'm going to redirect you to myself for my Liverpool watch along. Peace out.